welcome back for another live stream of ATCPro. Today we're doing Atlanta departures, the northbound departures. Let's go ahead and set everything up. Gonna put on only simulate flights from primary airport, as other ones won't really do us any good, but it will slow down the computer a lot. Departures, I'm gonna put everything on 100% today, and let's just get overwhelmed, cause what's fun otherwise? Let's get overwhelmed. Begin your shift. The loading screen is still up, even though you don't see it. Let's go ahead and put on east flow maps. We can take departures. Maybe that's enough actually. I think that's everything I need. I don't need the east flow, I need the departures. And put on east center zones and departure fixes. And that pretty much does it, I think.
Atlanta Airport is VFR running east flow. Altimeter is 2986, fully staffed. Departing runways 8 right, 9er left, 10. Okay, your scope.
So let's just take a quick look at the different altitudes here. We have the airspace from surface to 100, and then still 100, and once we're have passed this line and this this circle here, the arc, then well, we have 14,000. So we're gonna keep our planes below, at or below 10,000 feet until they are about here, and then take them up to 14,000. First one getting on frequency right now.
Atlanta departure Delta 629er is with you out at 4,700, climbing by 5th.
Delta 629er, roger. Okay, so we don't really need to have the map with altitudes, it just clutter things up. We'll just remember that 4,000 once the aircraft is outside of this crossing here. I think I said outside this one. I just meant outside this actually. So once the plane has crossed this part, we should be okay to climb it to 4,000. Just as when we did in the last episode, we did the center departures, which is basically the controller who just handed over Delta 629 to me, the S sector. And just as that one, the aircrafts are already set on the departure. This one is on Nugget 8. We can view the path he's gonna go. It looks like that's this. He's going up to Nugget and is following this pre-planned route. So we don't really need to do anything other than separating him from other aircraft. And I think we can do this by altitude. We have the arrival stream with planes coming in here. They are not allowed to descend below 11,000. If you remember us doing that, we had the LMV sectors a couple of streams ago. And we can just take a quick look at the airspace of Sector L. It's down to 11,000 feet and then between 7,000 and 14,000 feet once they pass this point. So I think we even remember that now, so we don't really need to have the map on that tells us the different altitude. We'll just have these small visual markers that will help us remember that it's 11,000, 7,000, 5,000. And the sector we have today, we need to keep them below 10,000, and up here we can climb them to 14,000. So let's go ahead. None of the planes from the S sector is going northbound for a while. So when we're doing the sector N, we will have aircraft departing from the northernmost runways, runway 8 right, I think it is. The planes departing from here, we will be the first Tracon controller they talk to. They will be talking to the ground and then the tower, and then they will be handed over to us. So we will have to acknowledge these aircraft with radar contact phrase, so they know that they show up on the Tracon radar. We will also be handling aircraft coming out from the middle runways, runway 9er left, and like this one, but I don't think this will be handed over to us. Yeah, actually he will. So we will also handle this aircraft in a bit, but he has already been speaking to the the Tracon controller of Sector S. So he has already gotten a radar contact confirmation from that controller. So once he's on our frequency, we just need to vector him to where he's going. We don't need to do a radar contact acknowledgement. Delta 629er, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climbing to 14,000 Delta 629er.
Next one also coming in on the Nugget departure.
Atlanta departure, good morning. Delta 1767 is with you at 6,100 climbing via the Nugget 8 departure.
Delta 1767, Roger. Delta 629er is now up at 12,000 feet, getting closer to the limit of 14,000 feet. So I've initiated the handoff to center sector 38, and that has now been accepted. So let's go ahead and say bye-bye to him. Delta 629er, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1. Good day, Delta 629er.
Delta 1767, climb and maintain 10,000.
Up to 10,000 Delta 1767.
Atlanta departure, good morning. Delta 2569er is with you out of 6,400 climbing via the city.
Delta 2569er, roger. As the aircrafts coming out of Sector S isn't yet in our airspace when they get on frequency, I can't give him a climb to 10,000 right now, because I would be giving him orders outside of my airspace. Maybe he's not at all allowed to go to 10,000 feet at the moment. That could create a conflict with Sector S other airplanes. So once he is inside my airspace, that's when I will limit him to 10,000 and completely disregarding what has happened to him previously. Let's put up a J-ring to see what kind of a vertical distance we need between these. I meant, of course, lateral distance. So within this ring, no other aircraft may be on the same altitude. It means to differ at least 1,000 feet in altitude if another aircraft is inside this blue ring. And as you see, the distance to the plane in front of him is it feels very secure. So they can both be on 10,000 feet. Nothing bad is gonna happen from this. Delta 2569er, descend and maintain 10,000.
Down to 10,000 Delta 2569er.
Delta 2569er, that's a bust on this session.
But I was too slow of restricting him to 10,000. He followed his departure sequence. I believe this sequence is wrongly programmed into the game, because since we have the arrival stream at 11,000, I can't really see why the airplane's default instruction would be to climb above 10,000. Delta 1767, climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000 Delta 1767.
Delta 2569er, maintain 10,000.
10,000 Delta 2569er.
Delta 1767, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1 Delta 1767.
Delta 2569er, climb and maintain 14000.
14000 Delta 2569.
Delta 2569er, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
133.1 Delta 2569.
Our next aircraft just departing runway 9er left now.
Atlanta departure, good morning, Delta 2011 is with you out of 5,200 climbing via the Navigate departure.
Delta 2011, roger.
Say again for Delta 2011.
Delta 2011, roger.
Repeat the last for Delta 2011.
Delta 2011, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climbing to 10,000 Delta 2011.
Not really sure here why this aircraft was handed over to a center controller and not to me. It's in my airspace but not under my control. Don't know why that is. Haven't seen this before. Whatever this center controller is doing, it's not doing it very well. This is a huge conflict. They're way too close to each other. So sad to see this happening in my airspace, but it's not my fault. Delta 2011, climb and maintain 14,000.
14,000 Delta 2011.
Let's hope this fella here ends up on my frequency and not on a center controller's frequency. Delta 2011, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
133.1 Delta 2011.
Atlanta departure, good morning, AC49er 25 is with you out of 6,500 climbing via the Coke M8 departure.
AC49er 25, Roger. AC49er 25, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climbing to 10,000 AC49er 25.
AC 49er25, climb and maintain 4000. AC 49er25, climb and maintain 4000.
Up to 4000 AC 49er 25.
AC 49er25, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1 AC 49er 25. Atlanta departure, good morning, Delta 2541 is with you after 6,700 climbing via the SID.
Delta 2541, roger.
Atlanta departure, good morning, Delta 817 is with you out of 2,000 climbing via the SID.
Delta 817, radar contact, climb and maintain 7,000.
7,000 Delta 817.
So what happened now is Delta 2541 came out of runway 9er left. 9er left. He didn't need a radar the acknowledgement radar contact. He's just gonna give an altitude right now. Delta 2541, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb and maintain 10,000, Delta 2541.
Shortly thereafter, Delta 817 took off from runway 8 right, which he ends up directly in our airspace without talking to any other controller. So to him I said radar contact, and I'm not exactly sure which way he's going. He might end up too close to this aircraft, so I wanted him separated in altitude, and therefore I gave him 7,000 since Delta 2541 was at 7,000 back then. Now we have another conflict here, but that should sort itself out just by waiting. Delta 817, climb and maintain 9,000.
Up to 9,000 Delta 817.
Delta 817, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb and maintain 10,000 Delta 817.
Delta 2541, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climbing to 14,000, Delta 2541.
Delta 2541, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1 ZR Delta 2541.
Delta 817, climb and maintain 14000.
Climbing to 14000 Delta 817.
Delta 817, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1. Good day Delta 817.
Well, when I said we were gonna get overwhelmed, I was probably kidding, cause this is really slow, even though the amount of aircraft taking off from Atlanta, we don't really have anything to do. Most of them are exiting Atlanta via the Sector S and some via Sector E, but almost none of them are leaving through our airspace. So you could probably do this sector pretty well combined with another sector at the same time. Either you could zoom out a bit and do sector S or sector I, or you could stay in this zoom and take sector L and run some departures and the arrival stream at once. That way you could also descend these guys a little bit earlier when there are no departures, or climb aircraft faster when you have no arrivals. So it'd be a little bit of a win from combining these two sectors. Maybe just for fun, we should try that before we stop this madness. Last 10 minutes of the stream.
Atlanta Airport is VFR. Operating east flow. Altimeter is 29er.
Now we have both arrivals and departures. Let's see how we handle this.
Descending Delta 807 to 7000. Okay, your scope.
Delta 1249er, descend and maintain 5000.
Airspace deviation on Delta 1249.
Descending 5000, Delta 1249er.
1249er, descend and maintain 6000. I forgot the airspace.
Descending
6000
6000,
and then
Delta
hand him over
1249er.
to V. AC 45 free, descend via the dirty 2 arrival, runway 8 left transition. 64 free, descend via the dirty 2 arrival, runway 8 left transition.
Descend by dirty to AT 5403.
40 free, descend and maintain 1000.
Descending to 1000 AT 5403.
A 1647, descend via the dirty 2 arrival, runway 8 left transition.
Descend by 32 Delta 1647.
Delta 1249er, contact Atlanta approach on 127.25.
Atlanta approach on 127.25. Good day, Delta 1249er. Delta 1249er missed approach.
A 1647, descend and maintain 1000.
Descending to 1000 Delta 1647.
Atlanta departure, good morning, Delta 1893 with you at 14000 at 270.
Delta 807, descend and maintain 6000.
Descending to 6000 Delta 807.
93, descend via the dirty 2 arrival, runway 8 left transition.
Join the 32 departure, Delta 1893.
Delta 1893, descend via the dirty 2 arrival, runway 8 left transition.
Descend by 32 Delta 1893.
Delta 807, contact Atlanta approach on 127.25.
127.25 Delta 807.
54 free, say speed.
250 AT 5403.
1647, do not exceed 250 knots.
Do not exceed 250 Delta 1647.
1893, descend and maintain 1000.
Descending to 1000 Delta 1893.
Airporting flight AC5403.
See. AC5403, descend and maintain 7000.
Descending to 7000 AC5403.
1647, do not exceed 210 knots.
Do not exceed 210 Delta 1647.
Atlanta departure AC5494 is with you out of 6,300 climbing via the SID.
AC5494, roger. Delta 1647, descend and maintain 7000.
Descending to 7000 Delta 1647.
AC 5403, descend and maintain 6000.
Down to 6000, AC 5403.
Atlanta departure, good morning. Southwest 204 is with you out of 4,900 climbing via SID.
204, roger. 5403, contact Atlanta approach on 127.25.
Atlanta approach on 127.25. Good day, AC 5403.
AC 5494, climb and maintain 14000.
Up to 14,000 AC 5494. Airport, Insight, Delta 1893.
Late on your handoff for AC 5494. You
The
need to get into
1647, descend and maintain 6000.
Down to 6,000, Delta 1647.
Southwest 204, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climbing to 10,000, Southwest 204.
The 1893, descend and maintain 7000.
Descending to 7,000 Delta 1893.
Delta 1647, contact Atlanta approach on 127.25. Delta 1647, contact Atlanta approach on 127.25.
127.25, Delta 1647.
AC 5494, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
133.1 feet on AC 5494.
Delta 1893, do not exceed 190 knots.
Do not exceed 190 Delta 1893.
Delta 1893, descend and maintain 6000.
Down to 6,000 Delta 1893.
Contact Atlanta approach on 127.25.
127.25 Delta 1893.
Atlanta departure, good morning. AC 5521 is with you out of 5,500 climbing via the SID.
5521, roger. West 204, climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000, Southwest 204.
AC 5521, climb and maintain 10,000.
Up to 10,000 AC 5521.
Atlanta departure, Spirit Wings 762 is with you out of 1,800 climbing via the Kokomo departure.
Spirit Wings 762, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000 Spirit Wings 762.
204, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1, Southwest 204.
Atlanta departure, Delta 1127 is with you out of 5,500 climbing via the SID.
Delta 1127, roger. Spirit Wings 762, climb and maintain 6,000.
Climbing to 6,000 Spirit Wings 762.
Spirit Wings 762, climb and maintain 8,000.
Climbing to 8,000 Spirit Wings 762.
$55.21, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climbing to 14,000 AC 5521.
Wings 762, climb and maintain 9,000.
Can you repeat that for Spirit Wings 762?
Spirit Wings 762, climb and maintain 9,000.
Atlanta departure, good morning, SkyWest 4552
100,000 Spirit, wings 762.
SkyWest 4552, roger. The 5521, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1 CRAC 5521.
SkyWest 4552, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climb and maintain 10,000 SkyWest 4552.
Climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000 Delta 1127.
Spirit Wings 762, climb and maintain 10,000.
Up to 10,000 Spirit, wings 762.
Spirit Wings 762, climb and maintain 12,000.
Climbing to 12,000 Spirit, wings 762.
Delta 1127, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
133.1 Delta 1127.
Spirit Wings 762, climb and maintain 14,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000 Spirit, wings 762.
SkyWest 4552, climb and maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000 SkyWest 4552.
Spirit Wing 762, contact Atlanta, departure on 133.1.
Atlanta departure, good morning, Delta 2351 with you, level at 14,000 at 270.
133.1 Spirit Wing 762.
Delta 2351, descend via the Dirty 2 arrival, runway 8 left, transition.
Descend by Dirty 2, Delta 2351.
West 4552, contact Atlanta Center on 133.1.
Atlanta Center on 133.1, SkyWest 4552.
Delta 2351, descend and maintain 1000.
Descend and maintain 1000, Delta 2351.
We should call it for now. Be back later with some other sector, but nothing much more happening here. See you next time. Bye.